Hello to my Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Virgos. Let's get into it. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend, Virgos. All right, let's go. You are ruled 6th house, Virgos. 6th house is all about health and well-being. 6th house is about your daily work, routines and rituals, your service, and also health, right? Mental and physical health. The moon, I believe, when you watch this video, will be moving from Scorpio into Sagittarius, right? From Scorpio into Sagittarius. Let's get into it. So, I will be channeling your energy. So, if the reading does not resonate, whatever energy I pick up on, I'm trying to bring you to a higher frequency. So, if it goes down a little low, I'm trying to bring you to a higher frequency and it's not your energy, send out love and light to whoever's energy that I may be picking up on, right? So let's get it. Let's see what is going on. Start packing. Your new dream home is loading. I love it. Somebody's new dream home is loading. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. Okay, let's go. Somebody is feeling quite lucky. Feeling quite lucky charms. All right. All right. Feeling quite lucky, lucky, lucky. So find out what your zodiac sign is in your 6th house. Find out what your zodiac sign is in your 6th house, because what I'm picking up on is Virgos, and the reason why I'm kind of laughing a little bit is because somebody has figured it out. Somebody has figured something out, right? That you are not, well, what I'm picking up on that you figured out is your calling, right? Like how to answer your call in life, right? Whatever your calling is, your North Node. And that's the key, is finding out what, answering the call in your life, like what does source call you to do? Everybody has their own unique calling, right? So like I mentioned, part of mine is to shine a light on helping people bring people out of a dark place. So that's like going into a dark place, helping people to come out of a dark place, right? So like, for instance, if you're packing for your new dream home, usually people have accumulated things that they need to get rid of, right? So that's like, okay, maybe you have some stuff in a drawer that you just thought, like sometimes people get mail, they just toss it into a drawer. You're like, okay, why do I still have this mail with these old dates and stuff on here? Do I need this? You probably start opening up envelopes. I don't need this. This is trash. I should have, thrown this away a long time ago. But remember, as you're closing out a cycle, Uranus is about to go retrograde, right? That's the Fool card, right? That means you got to first make sure you're fulfilled. That is the World card. That connects us with Saturn. Okay, y'all are following what I'm saying. Saturn is currently retrograde. So when you're having a Saturn return, this is a major life change, right? So you have already gone through the purging process. I talk about Saturn returns all the time. This is where you're saying, okay, I'm excited about moving, but I don't want to miss a step. Okay, let me slow this part down. I'm excited about moving, but I don't want to miss a step. Whether you're moving at work, because it's a major life change. So this is personal identifiable information. This is where people miss a step. This is anybody with technology. So you could have movers coming in, helping you to move things. Boxes could get missing. You could have, I don't know if people have, I saw somebody moving some stuff today and I was just like, okay. You get people moving boxes, could be family members helping you to move, because this is what I'm picking up on. When I put out this first card here, you're packing for your new dream home that's loading, right? So There could be some Virgos that have already moved, right? So for them, their mind may be like, oh, that reading doesn't apply to me, right? The reason why I want you to keep watching, because there may be a Virgo who has been praying to move that may be like, oh, I don't believe it unless I see it, right? Because you're still an earth sign. So still send love and light to somebody who is in the middle of saying they just got an approval to move, right? That's why you hear readers say, take what resonates with you, right? But I'm saying with my specific assignment, anybody who's in a place where they're still, like if you're still operating in faith and you're in a dark space because you're distracted, I'm shining a light on that and I'm bringing you up to a higher frequency. This is really to increase your faith. Source is saying, start packing. Your new dream home is loading, right? So if that's something that you've been wishing for and you're looking around and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. That lottery ticket you bought could actually hit. It sounds far-fetched, right? But if you're operating in faith, it's not by coincidence you're seeing all of these videos. Look. So 6 of Wands, something has been building up in your spirit. Fire is like something like fire shut up in someone's bones, right? So somebody's like, okay, this could be a victory. Something could be a victory for somebody, right? And people are like, no, I don't believe in that kind of stuff. So start packing. Your new dream home is loading. Somebody has answered the call in your life. Find out what your 6th house is. Somebody has a sense of humor. Right? Here's a 7 of Wands. Something has already closed out in the spirit. So now you're just waiting for something to materialize. You're waiting for something to materialize. So something has been building up in your spirit. Like somebody has been praying for something, right? Something has been. So 5 of Wands comes before 6 of Wands, right? So somebody has, okay, let me back up for a second. 5 of Wands, Leo's rule 5th house, right? So obviously this is a Virgo reading. But Mercury was retrograde in Leo. So your communication and how you pray has increased. This has become more confident. So like how you go to God has been, or your higher power or source has increased. Your confidence has increased. It's almost like you're just saying, okay. Somebody could be talking to God like, okay, you know what? You know how people say, God, you brought me this far. I know you didn't bring me this far just to leave me, you know, just kind of stranded, right? So your faith has increased in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? You've done things like this. See how this person right here, who's like been on stage, you have had, maybe you've accepted awards or something like that. This right here, your confidence has increased. So something has come, see this wreath right here, something has come full circle for you, right? Right? Here's a 7 of Wands here. Right? And so something is closed out already in spirit. It's almost like, how can I describe this? People would assume that you're being arrogant about something, because I'm looking at this Sun card right here. Because something about your energy, excuse me, something about your energy is almost too calm. Like somebody has like a jovial, you're happy, you feel successful, It's like you're not sweating the small stuff. Like somebody's out in the sun, you're getting outside more, you're getting some fresh air. It's somebody is in total alignment with whatever source tells you to do. So source says, hey, look, do this, you'll do that. Source says you do this. Source says you usually you would drive this way to work, but I want you to drive that way today. You'll do, you're in total obedience mode. That's what I was trying to say, right? Yeah. You're just going along with the flow. Your spirit is going along with the flow. You're inspiring people. You're just going with the flow, right? Like somebody is just fearless. Here we have the 7 of Swords here. Yeah, 7 of Swords here. Even if people are thinking you're talking about them, if people think you're an open enemy, you're not. Because too many people have the same thing in common. You're not even talking about people behind their back. Even if you're a person who usually goes out during the day and a source says you go out at night, you're not even operating in fear. You go out at night. I'm looking at the picture of this crow. Look at this crow on this card here. For those of you who read cards, this is a Light Seers Tarot deck. For those who you read cards. Yeah. Yeah, so something about your energy is you're becoming stronger and stronger. Because the sun is very healing. It's healing energy. Somebody could have had a hormonal imbalance. Excuse me. But the sun, you being out in the sun is healing all of that. So yeah, people, yeah. Here we have the 8 of Swords here. So somebody's looking back at how restricted you used to feel before you did the shadow work. Yeah, this is the person right here. Is like if the restrictions were in your mind. This here was in your mind. And somebody was like stuck in a loop, right? Of not really knowing what your calling was. So when you answer sometimes like when you answer the call in your life and you started, so it was almost like Source had to kind of pinpoint something for you. Because something was a little vague for you before. Something was vague for you. Let's see what else. All right. Here we have the 4 of Wands here. Yeah. So you got some good news coming in. Congratulations. Good news. Finally. So if you prayed for a job, for instance, that could be coming in for you. If somebody prayed to move into a house, that's coming in. Congratulations. Because it says start packing your new dream home. I almost feel like somebody feels like something had, like you've been in a dream. Like somebody just can't believe something. I see a celebration here. Here we have the Lovers card here. Lovers card doesn't always mean lovers. I gotta say that almost every reading because some of you are already in your relationship, so we're not trying to mess up anybody's relationship. So if you're already in a relationship with your person, we're not talking about that. This could mean a partnership. It's a partnership in business and or in love, but it's you making a decision, right? You made a decision to get structured in your prayer life. So somebody prayed for something and your prayers are being answered. That's what this is here. So this is you being whole and complete. This is you. This is your divine masculine to your divine feminine, all in one body. You're a whole and complete person, right? So it's 2 parts to this, right? 2 parts to this. So one, there is a Virgo. There's a Virgo who decided to play a trick on you. There's a dark Virgo who decided to play a trick on a high vibrational. There's a low vibrating Virgo who tried to play a trick on a high vibrating Virgo, right? Because they were looking for some attention, right? So if Um, um, so yeah, somebody wanted to close something out, right? So if a if a low vibrating Virgo played a trick on you and if some anger was already built up in you, right? And they were able to, and you went along with something, caused me to be angry, and it, like imploded, then it's closed out, and you asking why, because you fell for something, right? They were able to cause something to backfire, cause you to have a backlash, so they won, right? And it threw you into but if the opposite happened, then you won something. Not that constant destiny swapping, but this was destiny swapping in the spiritual sense, right? Because you're whole and complete. So I feel like there's somebody has some kind of an influence in their life. If you were in a karmic couple, in a relationship where somebody was basically and so if you were talking to somebody and somebody's like, listen, hold off on dating. If you by yourself, like, hold off on dating. You don't need to be in a relationship with anybody because your person is coming along. Twin flame comes along maybe once in a lifetime. Soulmate, you can have many soulmates. So somebody could have a Leo. Oh wait, hold on. Well, it could be anybody. Any sign really could be your twin flame. Really, it really could be. Any sign could be your twin flame. I didn't even want to put that out there. Anybody. Here we have the Hermit card. So, yeah. But it's somebody that you have been having almost telepathic conversations with. Whoever your energy is, whoever your twin flame is, y'all have been having telepathic conversations. That's somebody's twin flame. Y'all have been having telepathic conversations. Because something has been seeming like, whoever you are, it's been feeling like something has been a competition for you and somebody. But there has been an entity who has been trying to create some turbulence. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see. And then 9. Yeah. See this triangle? This triangle? Like trying to, some kind of triangulation. Like trying to keep you and somebody apart. So there has been somebody in your space, Virgo, that's been literally trying to keep you and somebody apart. Secretly trying to keep you and somebody apart. So the way that looks is they go out during the day, you may go out at night. They up during the day, you go out at night. So it's always the opposite. Right? So the way they would explain twin flame is like y'all the opposite of each other. So always keeping you as the opposing energy, right? So remember, these two are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So they always making sure y'all were always opposing when it came to communicating, right? Remember, the devil is the author of confusion. So somebody always had to appear as they were the god of a situation. So somebody was always kind of trying to keep you and somebody else apart. Like, oh, y'all wouldn't be y'all are not twin flames, right? So let me help you with the definition of a twin flame. That's going to help you. Because this energy was constantly trying to keep you apart from somebody. They did not want you and somebody to meet. They didn't want you and somebody to be together at all. So a twin flame is often described as your mirror soul. Essentially, one soul split into two bodies. The connection is highly intense and transformative. So twin flame push each other to confront wounds, heal, and evolve spiritually, right? So whoever this God complex energy, excuse me, worked together like with other couples to keep you and somebody apart from each other, but it was always in a very teenager-ish, one is better than the other, you deserve better, but it was, if they were with them, you deserve better than that. It was almost like you couldn't make your own decision, like you were literally a teenager. Like no matter what your age is, they would have to be the ones to choose somebody for you. Like if you've ever been around those kind of friends that feel like you can't make your own decision for yourself, like you're not smart enough to make your own decision for yourself. At some point you'd almost feel offended. Like, wait a minute. So it almost felt like, you know, why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody where you got to bring out the dark side of them, and you get excited about humiliating somebody that is a twin flame? When you really think about it, why would you want to be in a relationship with it's already damaged before it can even get started? Y'all are already opposition. You can already see yourself on the other side of the table in the courtroom before y'all even really get anything started. Why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody like that? Like, make that make sense. How could that be a twin flame? So somebody felt like they were playing, they were in because they had a motive. But source was like, no. So I'm seeing fulfillment here. So you're closing something out. Something is because you already feel fulfilled. When you feel whole, source is going to make sure you meet another person that's whole. You're starting to see something from a higher frequency. The devil card right here. Why somebody want to keep you and someone apart. You're starting to see something. You're starting to see the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. You're starting to see something very, very clearly. Hold on, let me get some more cards. Yeah, people do that kind of stuff in high school. Let me introduce you to a friend. Let me introduce you to... But at a certain age, you just like, okay, I mean... you know what you want in a person and what you don't want. Let me see. Yeah, somebody, so you are the Hierophant. Like you are the Hierophant. Like you hold the key. This is you right here. Your divine masculine to your divine feminine. You hold the key. Like you are the Hierophant. This is you within one body. So that's how you're being more conservative with your time. Somebody was trying to control how you see things. It's almost like somebody wanted to be familiar with what was going on in your life. Like somebody wanted to hold the key. It's like having friends that want to know what's going on behind closed doors in your relationship. Play by play. Right? So say you defended your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. Yeah. So at first, somebody felt victorious in something, that something had closed out. You felt like, okay, you're happy, you feel fulfilled. Then you started seeing something at a higher frequency. You're like, oh wait, it's like somebody had to go literally, oops, somebody had to have a Saturn return to see what a twin flame was. Yeah, somebody had to see what a twin flame was. Yeah, so you're cutting ties with some energies. Ace of Swords. Now somebody really feels victorious, because I feel like some people may have been saying that you were on a high horse. This right here. Maybe you thought you were better than, or you felt too highly of yourself or something. But again, I see you celebrating something. So I don't know if you're going to a wedding, or maybe you're going to a friend's wedding or something, but you're closing out a cycle. Some people are going to be asking why, because you're responsible. You're a person who is responsible. You're very responsible, because your spirit has already left a situation. But something was very confusing for you. Again, it's for some of you all, it's going to be a job where you feel like, okay, you already left the job. Your spirit already left the job. So you were just waiting for something to happen. And so you're on to your next wealthy place. Your prayer has already been answered for the next one or something, right? So here we have the Three of Wands here. Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. Let's see what else. And planting seeds. You're planting seeds, and so that's where it's going to grow. It's like in just more fertile soil. Seven of Pentacles. That's how you're going to see your money growing. Somebody incredibly smart. Somebody has already gone through three rebirths right here. Incredibly smart. Gone through 3 rebirths. What else? Yeah. So yeah, it looks like somebody's found their 11th house. Whatever your sign is in your 11th house, whoever you are. You found your 11th house. And that's what you're watering. That is what you're watering, your 11th house. That's your friendship and your community. That's your 11th house, and that's what you're watering. Because that feels like home for you. Yeah. And that's where you're getting your rest. Yeah. That's where you found your star. That's where you found like, everybody's a star in their own right. That's with your twin flame. So 66, I am positive. There it is. So your guardian angel is, so hopefully wherever you started, if you were in a low place or confused, right? Because somebody had like maybe some fire kind of shut up in them and was kind of confused about, like even with fire, solar plexus, that can either be on the high side or the low side, right? So if it was confusing and something closed out, somebody felt successful, and then somebody felt like, okay, wait a minute, somebody talking about somebody behind their back. So many people have something in common, right? Right? So here we have 66, I am positive. Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. Yeah, 66, I am positive. That is what I have for you, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, bye.